Like, it's crazy, man. Bro just called me Gen Z.
Hell yeah.
So you think I'm Gen Z? What if I'm Gen Z? What are you?
Bro, I don't know, but like you fucking TikTok every chance you get. Fucking doing little routines.
I recently started the TikTok thing. I never used to be on TikTok like that. I can promise you that.
Or was it Snapchat?
Okay, I used to be on Snapchat.
Because you're always on something.
Now you're making it seem like I'm always on drugs, bro.
No. I mean, like, just like.
But I think it's more of work and more of like learning to actually handle the actual thing, because it's not about just me having. I'm never on my phone, bro.
No, I think it's just like the way you look. When the lighting is hitting proper, you just gotta enjoy looking at yourself.
Man, I don't look bad myself, do I?
Damn.
Do I look bad, bro?
No, I wouldn't.
Do I look ugly, bro?
No, I didn't say that at all.
So exactly, bro. So what exactly should I do? By the way, if you guys are watching and wondering why isn't he in the shot, because he says this is too
camera shy.
No. You said this. You're not used to this type of Gen Z type of stuff. Mm-hmm. That's what you said.
Yeah.
So I'm Gen Z, and that's the reason why I'm behind the camera, and he is not. But anyway, let's do the intro before we start and before we continue. Ladies and gentlemen, hello once again, and welcome to another episode of the Assimilation Podcast, where we dive deep in.
Deep into what?
I don't know what happened, but let's try again, bro. Let's try again.
This is staying in, yeah?
Of course it's staying in.
Oh, okay.
But
good.
It's hot in here. Is it me or is it hot in here?
But it's not hot, yo.
Man's not. You literally have your jacket on. Anyway, hello and welcome to another episode of the Assimilation Podcast, where we dive deep into the latest trends, discussions, and ideas shaping our world. I don't know why I can't do this intro, bro.
Because probably it sounds like super fancy and like
super fancy. You calling me super fancy, innit?
Yeah, like when you say shit like the hot topics of today or whatever. It's like
So you think it's fancy, bro?
No, but I think it's you.
I'm fancy.
No. I feel like the structure or whatever.
Yeah.
It's a you thing, you know. Like I expect something like that
from Mutombo.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then it makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Let's try again. We're gonna try again to do the intro, and this time I hope I get it right. I don't understand. It kind of feels hot in this room because it's not the usual room. But anyway, hello. Welcome back to another episode of the Assimilation Podcast, where we dive deep into the latest trends, discussions, and ideas shaping our world. I'm your host, MJ Mpoyi. Join me as I talk with experts, thought leaders, and fascinating individuals from all walks of life to bring you a fresh perspective on the issues that matter the most. Whether you're a curious learner or a passionate professional, this is the podcast for you. So sit back, relax, and get ready to be inspired, educated, and entertained. This is the Assimilation Podcast. Now let's get started. Whoa! Thank you. Oh, I'm honored, man. Anyway, man, Emmanuel, talk to me. How was your week, bro? Because you just finished writing, right? And literally, I pulled my man in here and I'm like, yo, you recording with me? Then he's like, what? I'm not recording. Then I'm like, but bro, what did you think we're coming to do? Then he's like, I thought I was going to give you moral support. But why did you think that?
No, because like we've talked about this, right? I've told you, like, you know how I feel about this fucking Gen Z stuff,
bro.
But it's not even that. It's just like I don't know why I'm like not as comfortable in front of a camera or whatever. But now I feel like a little bitch for not like.
What do you mean?
Just being in front.
Well,
of
what is it? What is it with you not being behind the camera or something like that?
I mean, I don't know, bro. Like I wasn't expecting like a psychological evaluation today. But
psychological evaluation, man said.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know, man. Like, I just kind of feel like, I don't know. I prefer listening to podcasts
instead of you being in them. Oh, okay. So how's your week been? How did the exam go? And how's everything been? By the way, did I introduce you? I'm such a bad host,
but
bro.
I've never been called like a thought leader before though. Like that felt good. I'm really flattered by that.
But ladies and gentlemen, if but you're not even on social media like that. No wonder why you call me such a Gen Z.
Yeah, because like you were such like a contrast, right? You're always on fucking TikTok making dances, whatever, like looking how good.
So let me tell you one thing.
Fucking feeling yourself, dude. That shit is
it's
too
because
much.
I'm the youngest of the group.
Probably, but like even I don't know, because like how old are you?
I'm 22. I turned 22. By the way,
22.
Yeah,
because like you're my brother's about my brother's age, and he's not like super like that either.
For real?
Yeah.
How old is your brother?
Like just turned 22.
Also,
yeah.
So he's not crazy. But come on, your brother's studying medicine, so he's one of those guys. He's like focused in books and shit.
No, he's not that type of. He's not like that type of student either.
What type is he then?
Hopefully he doesn't watch this, but he's a wild boy. You know,
he's a wild boy,
yeah,
like wild.
Not too wild, but like wild enough to have like experienced a couple like expulsions, type of stuff.
And he got into medicine.
Yeah.
How did he do it?
Grades, I suppose.
That's what I'm saying. So he's those types never to be in the library, but he gets A's on the exam.
Yeah, like he'll do whatever it takes just to get by. Like he's not looking for like an A or anything. He's just like, what do I need to do to get here? And that's what he does.
So he's a real hustler. He always finds a way.
I don't know.
He's a real hustler, bro. He always finds a way. So how did your exams go?
Bro, I feel pretty good about most of them. But then there's like econ, and you know how like I feel about numbers and shit. So that one was just like we're praying to God and hoping for the best, you know?
I honestly feel like people, you guys are overrating this number stuff. Don't you think so?
You know, like, so Claude, right?
Yeah.
So for those who don't know, Claude is our barber. and
I told you what he told me, right?
Yeah, he was right though.
Nah, bro.
He told me Tom.
Ladies and gentlemen, listen. So I go to the barber. When was it? Wednesday, Tuesday? Yeah, Tuesday or Wednesday. So I go to the barber and I'm like, you know, we put on jackets and it's like puffy jackets and stuff because it's obviously winter and stuff for those that don't know. But like I get to the barber, I remove my jacket. Man looks at me, he's like, hey, you eating nice, huh? You're getting weight. Then it's like, you should start hitting the gym now. I'm like, I got weight. So I'm standing like in front of the mirror and I'm trying to look at myself. Now everybody in the room start looking at me because of what he said. Then I'm like, I bet. I sit down, the nigga cuts my hair and stuff. And again, he's like, you should really hit the gym. I'm like, I get home, I'm like, this guy's getting way too comfortable for him to be telling me I'm getting weight, bro.
I saw that KFC, bro.
Nah, bro. I don't even eat KFC like that.
I was telling you, why was I telling you about Claude?
Claude, our barber.
He was saying like things with like math and stuff, whatever. Yeah. It's like you put it in your head that you can't do it. Yeah. But then I felt like he was being like a parent. So I was like, bro, just cut my hair. You know what I mean? Like,
I think that guy's getting way too comfortable, bro.
Bro, every single time he's like, yo, Emmanuel, like you're losing your hairline, bro. Like your hair is fucking thinning. Like you're gonna get a haircut so you get confidence and look good.
Bro,
but that nigga just fucking tears me down.
Bro,
you know?
He's teasing us, bro. He's coming for your hairline. No, he's coming for my weight. Bro, I promise you, bro. I looked at myself in the mirror at the barbershop. Then I got back home. I looked at myself again. I'm like, what this guy talking about?
Like he's right.
Bro, you know those type of questions, you're like, do I look the same? Did I gain weight? Then I start thinking, like, has he ever actually seen me without a jacket or something like that? Do you get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I started asking myself, has he ever actually seen me without a jacket? And then I'm like, maybe each and every time I go to him, I'm always over too dressed. Yeah. Like I don't show, skin or anything like that. But I'm like, why would he say such a thing?
But maybe I think you did put on like a couple happy pounds though, for real.
But do you me?
Yeah.
Well, what makes you say that?
I don't know, like I can just see it.
Nah, bro. Now I feel like you're just saying it because that guy said it.
Nah, for real. Like if you go back and watch like your podcasts like from last year
Yeah.
to now, like you've put on a couple happy
No.
points.
I've actually lost weight. When I came from South Africa, I promise you, bro.
You're lying to yourself.
No, bro.
Whatever you lost, whatever you lost, you've
No.
back.
No, like being serious though. I came back from South Africa. I was overly eating. Like, you know what? When they say when people are stressing, they lose weight. When I'm stressing,
You eat.
I put on. No, I didn't say I eat, bro. I say I put on weight, dog.
When you're depressed, just go to KFC.
No. Dog, when I'm stressing,
Other people
I
go
put
see a
on weight.
therapist and you fucking go to KFC.
Nah, but when I'm stressing, I put on weight. So I had like,
Yeah, but you don't just put on weight because you're stressing. You put
nah,
on
bro.
weight
Some
because
people
you're
just
stress
put on
eating.
weight. Some people just put on weight, bro.
Bro,
Like-
if you say so, but like I think you did put on a couple happy pounds. I don't think it's anything bad. You know what I mean? Like,
Couple of happy pounds.
yeah, you know when people are happy, they kind of like gain a little bit of weight.
Nah, but I'm happy. I'm content.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say. And by the way, I don't value happiness like that anymore.
What?
No, I don't value it like that. There's no
See,
such
this is
thing.
why you're gaining weight because you're depressed and you keep fucking eating. Happiness is important, bro. If you're saying that when you're depressed you eat, then you need to be happy, bro.
Look at it like this. Do you want to be happy all the time? Like
Most of
all
the
the time?
That's kind of the goal, you know.
Never. It's impossible.
It's
bro.
impossible. But
Nothing. There's no forever. Like imagine just being happy all the time. Okay, I'm not saying I'm genuinely a happy person. You've probably never seen me angry or anything like that, right? So I'm genuinely a happy person, but I don't want to be happy all the time, bro. It's impossible to be happy all the time. Then it becomes like it's a high. You're chasing that high, and when you start chasing that high, that's where the unhappiness comes in because you felt a certain type of way. And you're constantly looking to feel that type of way. Do you get what I'm saying? So for me, I'm like, I'm no longer that type of person that is going to say, okay, I want happiness. No. Bro, life has never been consistent. There's you know what they say about a line? I actually read it. I'm currently reading a book called Unlearned by Humble the Poet. And he made me just remember, like back
I think it's too spiritual.
Bro, he's woke, bro. You see, they say other people are
Nah,
those
that
other
nigga
ones.
really
They need to go to sleep, bro. That guy is really woke. So I'm reading his book, and he just reminded me about how, how in art they say a line is a continuous mark on a page that's never ending. A line can be a circle, it can be a jiggly line. That's how life is. I see life as a continuous cycle. It's an unending line. Do you get what I'm saying? It has ups, it has down, sometimes it just becomes straight. That's how I'm now seeing my life. After reading what he wrote about like happiness in that book, bro, I look at my happiness and I'm like, this guy is actually right. It becomes a high that we're chasing,
Yeah, but like in terms of like chasing highs,
yeah,
you're talking to the wrong person, right? Because like I love chasing, I love chasing highs. So you know what I mean? Like,
but do you get what I'm saying about?
I kind of
happiness
do,
now?
but like I also don't feel like you should just resign to okay, I'm not gonna like expect happiness just because it's like, life is gonna happen regardless whether you're happy or not. So you might as well like.
You see, the key word there is like you said, you're not just gonna expect. When you come with expectations, obviously you also have to bear in mind that there's gonna be disappointment.
Yeah.
When you expect something from for me, that's how I'm kind of now seeing how life really is. And when I picture that like that, I have no expectations for people whatsoever. Like I'm just gonna share something, right, about like my private life. So I was talking to someone, right, and the person is like, I phoned them, and the person goes, I don't think that we can no longer be friends because I don't feel like I'm getting something from I'm getting value from the relationship we have. And I was totally okay with it. Do you know why? Because I don't have expectations of, and I don't have some form of entitlement anymore towards people. Like, you can literally come up to me and say, it's over. Like, we're in a relationship or some shit. I'll probably be okay with it. Yeah. Obviously, they say rejection breeds obsessions. But for me, it's not like that anymore. I think I am aware of things now. Like, we constantly growing. Especially, I'm in my 20. I'm 22 now, bro. I'm in my prime. I could literally. This is like, I say this to myself each and every morning when I wake up. You in your prime. You need to go hard, bro. You know when people that are having fun are like, you're never gonna be this age again. That's literally how I'm looking at I'm saying I'm never going to be 22 again. So if I have to make the most money, I got to make it now. If I have to be the most successful, it's got to be now. Like, literally everything. If I'm going to have the most fun, it's going to be now. Let's go have fun. Let's go make money. Let's go work till we tired. No. But for me, I see it as in I'm in my prime. And when I say I'm in my prime, I'm going to meet people. I'm going to work with people. I am going to cut off people, and I'm no longer going to talk to people that I used to talk to. And for me, that's okay. It's all part of the journey.
Yeah, I'm curious about something.
What you curious about?
And I didn't mean to cut you off. Are you done with the thought?
But yeah. I'm done with the thought. But
okay,
go ahead.
So like, the person who called you to be like, it's over, yeah?
Yeah.
Was it like a friend thing, or was it like a relation?
A person I've known for over 2 years. A person I've known for over 2 years, and you have to understand.
So I mean, like, I want a little bit of context.
Well.
Like,
it doesn't sit well. You know when you move to a certain location, and then you no longer talk with people the way you used to talk to them. Yeah. Obviously, the relationship kind of shifted to the way it used to be, or to the way it was. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, but like, was it like, for example, like, the way we're friends?
Yeah.
Was it like that?
No, it was more than that.
Okay.
So I just understood, and I got over it.
All right.
And
I just wanted like a clarification for the audience.
You wanted context.
Yeah.
But do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't have a form of entitlement to say, this Emmanuel, he should be like this. If he doesn't do that, then I'm disappointed. No. As a human, like
expecting
in that
people
moment,
to treat you the way you treat them.
Literally.
Yeah.
It's like they say, I read something that say you can only afford to give what you have. Mm-hmm. You can't give what you don't have. So if you have hate, you're going to give hate. If you have love, you're going to give love. If you have...
That's some soft ass shit, yeah. No, I'm kidding. I get it.
But do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so for me, that's how I see it, and that's how I'm now living my life. And we were having a conversation the last time, and I told you, I was on the phone with Loris, and I also told Loris the same thing. She's like, "Yo, bro, you 22 now. You're never gonna be 22 again." Because on my birthday, I worked, right, and on my way home, and Loris was like, "How could you work? You're never gonna be 22 again." Bro, you should come to my house. You shouldn't be alone on the day of your birthday. And I'm like, yo, bro, the day of my birthday, the older I'm getting, the more I get to realize that it's not about me anymore. It's about being selfless, like me being selfless as much as possible. It's about me giving back. And that goes back to saying the reason why I started this podcast. Some people might just say, first things first, it's passion. But passion has got its purpose. The purpose I'm trying to fulfill is, like I said in the intro, bro, to inspire, educate, motivate, and entertain people. So it's not about me anymore. If I inspire one person, like I've always said this, and I keep repeating it, if my actions inspire one person, I've done my part in this world. Mm-hmm. If my action motivate one person, I've done my part. So the older I keep getting, and the reason why I say we're in our prime, it's because I'm realizing that it's not about me anymore, bro.
I don't know, man. Like, I kind of disagree with that.
Why? Tell me.
not like I disagree with you, like wanting to inspire people or anything like that. I think like that's a great idea. That's noble. But I feel like you can also do that and still like care about yourself. You know what I mean? It doesn't have.
I do care about myself
to the point of like you're still 22.
Yeah.
It's like like you can afford to be a little. You don't have like responsibilities in terms of like, like worried about a wife or kids or whatever. So you don't have to give too much of yourself to like just whatever, like it's nobody would think you're bad for being like, it's okay to be selfish in certain instances,
for real,
like that's
how you feel.
Because like then you kind of lose yourself when you don't set like considerations for yourself. There has to be certain things where you're like, even if you love somebody, you can be like, that's a little too far, that's uncomfortable for me.
But love has no logic, bro.
I think there is.
If you're trying to love with logic, it's never gonna work. I tried, bro. Love?
Well, maybe that's why it didn't work. Because you thought there wasn't logic in it.
If you love has no logic, bro. If you're trying to love with like, okay, that's the reason why a lot of relationships don't work. If you look closely and if people are really aware of why things don't work, it's because when you try to put logic into things won't work.
I think it's
love itself, bro. When you love someone, they say, hey, when I love someone, it's gotta be unconditional, it's gotta be blah 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 blah.
That's like movie shit, in real life. Like,
but that's what I'm saying. Even in real life, when they say you gotta be forbearing, people don't understand to what extent what that term means.
They do understand, but we're also human beings. Like you can only.
Do you get what I'm saying? Do you get what I'm saying?
That's why logic is necessary.
Logic is not, because if there's logic, it's gonna be I gotta put myself first. I gotta put my mental health first. No.
That's not logic. That's selfishness. By logic, I mean like, for example, even just like friendships. Yeah. Like, I'm friends with you because like I know if I need something, like you'd come through. And
listen to that.
No, but listen.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, why? If I thought you were like a shitty person and you were never there to help me, like why would we be friends? You know what I mean? Like, and it's the same shit with you. Like, like at least I hope like if you needed something that I had, I'd give it to you. You know what I mean? Yeah.
So no pun intended, right? Pause.
but that's what I mean. Like, but then if it was like, for example, you right? If you knew like I couldn't do if you every time you needed something from me, I was unavailable or didn't want to do it, but then every time I needed something, I always came to you. That's kind of illogical for because like you're being a good friend, and me, I'm just coming to you constantly, and I never repay that. That's kind of that becomes illogical, and I get like, so that's why you gotta put some logic behind it. You can't just like be like, oh, I love everybody. Isn't
that like? Then it becomes a thing of like expectations. I'm friends with you, but I expect you. When I call for you, I need you to pull up on me like when I call for you.
Yeah, not expectation in that kind of like entitled way.
Yeah.
But even your dad has expectations of you. There are expectations in every like school. You have the expectations for you in school. The expectations for you in a relationship. In
the expectation in school sounds like a contract, bro. You're trying to go into business law or some type of stuff. You agree to it,
but yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. Like you can't.
But meeting of the mind and stuff.
Yeah, there's no just like free like, oh, I love you for nothing and ta-da-da. Like there are expectations.
So everything is a contract. Is that what you're trying to tell me? You're trying to call Professor Gardner in here, bro?
Shout out Gardner, But at its essence, I feel like it's a two-way street, right?
Yeah,
You can't be friends with somebody when it's just one-sided.
Yeah.
It's gotta,
two-way street.
Yeah, ping pong.
But why can't it be a one-way street?
Because that's some dumb shit. You can't
see. That's the reason why I say love has no logic. There's times in a relationship where the other person has gotta have enough strength for both of you guys, because there's gonna be one person who's gonna act up in some way, and if you can't bear it, you're gonna walk.
Yeah, but like that's a one instance.
Yeah, okay? Yeah.
Then maybe next time when it's the shoe's on the other foot.
What you mean next time when you've already walked out?
No. But listen.
Yeah.
if the case is that maybe this time she's going through something and you have
Yep.
to be there for, you have to kind of like look out for the both of you.
Yeah.
But then next time when something happens to you, she also like she comes through for you. That's not illogical. That's kind of balance. That's the two-way street thing. But if every time you're the one who has to carry the load, every time you're the one who who has to make
But
sacrifices.
you get people like that, bro.
Yeah, but then
You say you're human, right?
yeah, if that was somebody I cared for,
Yeah.
if for example you were in a relationship like that was one-sided, where I felt like you're the one who's doing the most all the time, then I'd fucking tell you to leave that bitch, yo. Like, there's no point. You know what I mean? Like,
For real, bro.
yeah.
Damn, bro. That's the reason why I'm
It's
saying
reciprocal.
at the end of the day.
Mhm.
Damn.
At least for me, I wouldn't be in a situation where like something wasn't being reciprocated. If I'm the one who's doing the most and then I never get anything back, then it's like, and that goes with like friendship, relationships, with whatever.
Yeah.
Even like business partners, you can't just be the one doing all the stuff all the time, you know?
It depends, though. It depends.
What do you mean?
In business, it kind of depends. Like, if you're my partner, you could be going through stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're deliberately not doing anything, then I can walk out. But if you're going through something, and that's the reason why I say it becomes tough when people apply logic to relationships. Because when somebody acts a certain way to another person, this just hit me. Like, we're making this entire episode based on relationship and expectation and entitlement.
And I don't know anything about relationships either.
Me too, bro.
Mm-hmm.
But we're only talking as far as we know. So our knowledge based on these things could be limited. But you guys let us know in the comment section what you guys really think. But yeah, as we were saying, it could be. We've gotten.
If you're Mutombo's ex, please let me know how it went.
I don't got no exes, bro.
That's what they say.
Nah, bro. But for real, I don't have any exes. I'm a good boy. I'm a Christian boy. I'm a fine man. Well, why are you doing that, bro?
I just didn't know we were lying to the audience. That's all.
But I'm a fine boy, bro. I don't have any exes. But anyway, as I was saying, when you put it like that and say that everything is reciprocal, and you put logic into it, people then come with the idea of, if you're not reciprocating it, even though you're going through a certain time, it's affecting my mental health, and then it becomes a whole thing of, maybe the other person is gonna hold it against you and say, when I was down, you weren't there for me like you were supposed to. And then it becomes a thing of, I expect you to be there when I'm down. I expect you to do this when I'm down. It becomes a whole thing of expectations.
Is it wrong to, for example,
Yeah.
if you're going through something,
Yeah.
and I come through for you, I help out or whatever,
Mm.
is it wrong for me to kind of expect that, okay, I have a friend when I'm going through something?
Yeah, it's
like,
very wrong for you to expect that.
I don't know, bro.
We're not the same, bro.
Yeah, I guess not.
We're not the same, bro. You could be like, that's the reason why I say,
I'm not saying like you show, for example, like if I come through for you in a certain type of way, I'm not expecting you, like, for example, if my way of like coming through for somebody, for example, it's like giving them money or whatever. I don't necessarily like expect for them to also give me back money, but there has to be, everybody has a thing that they're good at, right?
It's a wrong way of thinking, and I think that's what is getting to the politicians in Africa, bro. It's
Shout out to them. Shout out Nigeria.
Shout out Nigeria. And that's the problem, bro. It becomes a thing of reciprocal stuff. I give you something, like when you're running for presidency or anything for office, I give you something, and then I'll wait up until you make it, and then I'll come back to you and be like, you remember I gave you?
I think that's clean business. That's just life.
Nah, bro. But
Nothing
it
is
can't be
for
like
free.
that, bro.
If I give you money for your campaign, then I expect some favors.
It can't be like that, bro.
I think you're speaking in terms of like what should be.
Yeah.
and I'm speaking in terms of what is, like, how things are.
Okay, I get how it is, but it can't be like that. That's the reason why I'm saying, for me, I'm getting to that point in my life where I understand that it doesn't have to be like that, and I'm okay with how things are turning out to be.
Mutombo, like, I think you can make a lot of money trying to, like, help people become like you, bro. Like, cause that ain't happening, man. Like, we're human beings. Yeah.
Anyway, man. So basically, I kind of like texted all my close friends, and I told them. So I had this thing. Let me actually explain to you guys what this thing was. I had this thing of like, of hosting, and like I had this brilliant idea in my mind of like decorating for the podcast and doing a nicely well put edition so that you guys can actually get the content and blah 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 blah. But and then it turned out my birthday came in week 7 of school, which are like midterms, so we were having exams and stuff, and I couldn't obviously like find the time to like record and get everything set it up but the concept of the video was that I was gonna message like most of my close friends and the people I usually talk to kind of send like a question, and I was gonna kind of answer the questions again on here based on how the podcast is going, what are they expecting, why am I doing the podcast, which is like questions I've already answered, but I thought like people were gonna give me a whole set of different questions based on my journey, and I was gonna try to answer them in this episode. So that's what we're gonna move to, and we're going to try to answer the. Emmanuel is going to read the questions, and then I'm gonna try to answer the questions. So basically, I'm gonna click. So basically, I'll be clicking on the names, and then you read the questions, and then I'll answer them, and then we're gonna try to make it fast because we've already passed the half an hour mark. Okay. Just put it a bit like this so that I can be clicking on who you can read. All right, go ahead, bro.
This is the first question.
Yeah, you can just read where the questions start.
Okay, so this is a question from
No.
Oh, I can't say that?
Do you want to say the names? I don't know if people are going to be comfortable with the names.
That's true. Maybe not.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead, bro. Whenever you're ready,
so
bro.
So she's asking, what made you what made you choose a podcast as the way to reach an audience as opposed to other forms of media? Do you like listening to people, or do you find it comfortable sitting down with people? Whatever.
Okay, let's start with the first question. Mm-hmm. What made me choose a podcast instead of other forms of media? Mm-hmm. It's my love for radio. I grew up listening to radio. I grew up looking up to radio personalities. Mm-hmm. And I think that's where my love for broadcasting came in. And obviously, like, I listen to a lot of podcasts. Like, I can have a day where I just ghost all my friends. I ghost all my friends and just listen to podcasts.
If you've ever been ghosted by Mutombo, you know what he's doing now.
No, but it's my way of also, like, it's helped with my self-development. It's my way of bonding with myself, bro. Like, you see, this is why I won't be telling you guys stuff.
No, I'm inspired.
You're inspired. Man said he's inspired after laughing at me, but it's...
Yeah, no, I get it.
Yeah, do you get what I'm saying? So, I just stay in. I grew up listening to radio. I loved radio. And I've actually... I don't know if I've shared this with the podcast. I used to work on a radio station, and I had an entire show on a radio station. So, that's... I before I left South Africa, I don't know if I've already told this story. Have you ever heard of this story, me working for a radio station?
Yeah, you told me.
But did I say it on the podcast?
I don't know.
I don't know if I've already told this story, but before I moved, I made the move. So I got like a radio gig that I was supposed to be working, and then I actually started a show on a local radio station, and then I had to leave. So I did it for about 3 weeks, a month or so, and then I had to leave to come to uni and stuff. But yeah, it's my love for broadcasting, and the reason why I chose podcast was because podcast was similar to radio, and the way podcasting was a way for me to get into radio, because it's hard sometimes to get into radio, and my passion for radio didn't just let me sit by, and and it could be challenging, especially when you come from Africa, because in Africa, where I come from, passion, it's security comes before passion. In Africa, it's go to school, study, get a degree, and then get a job and be secured. People don't really go for passion. It's only recent years, and obviously 2020, that people actually started considering being on social media and being an influencer, a content creator, as an actual job, like a full-time job. So before it used to be only celebrities that would be that, but now there's actually content creators, normal people just like you and me, coming into the space and also having the ability to create. So that dynamic is it's constantly changing. And for me, I just wanted to be able to do radio, and the closest thing to be on the radio was internet radio, which is podcasting, and that's the reason why I started, because it was just my love for broadcasting. So basically, yeah. What was the second question?
No, I think you answered most of it. You just basically, she said, is it because you like listening to people, or it makes you comfortable?
Oh, okay.
You answered most of it.
Can you turn the screen so I can click on the second one? Who else are we reading? Not that one. Try to read that one. And by the way, it's not like I'm selecting who I'm answering to.
Can we skip it if it's boring?
That's boring?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
I feel like you've answered this many times.
Okay. Oh my goodness. I can't see. Can you turn the entire screen? Okay, try to read this one.
All right.
Emmanuel is the question moderator. He gets to pick which questions are boring and which questions are not.
Who's the person you look up to and why, and what's your ultimate goal in life?
I think the ultimate goal in life is it's a bit too private to be shared right now, but who do I look up to? I've never wanted to say this publicly, and that's because I come from a Christian background, and obviously, when you're Christian, there's I don't want to say there's a level to how you can look up to other people and not be able to idolize them, because obviously when you're Christian person, we obviously we are taught not to put a person on a standard or a pedestal that becomes we adoring this person, or he's our idol being like a god. But the person that I've looked up to and I've been inspired by, when it comes to especially business and the way he does things in business, bro, Strive Masiwa. And is one of. And I've always told myself, one day I'm going to interview Strive Masiwa. He's a London-based billionaire. He owns eConnect, which is a telecom networking company in Africa. So Strive Masiwa is one of the people I look up to him. What was the next question?
So I guess I think you just answered it. Somebody asked which famous person you'd like to have on your podcast.
Yeah.
Who inspires you? Same.
Is that it?
Yeah.
That's all the questions?
Most of them are redundant. They're
repeating?
Thing. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Bet. So those were the questions.
No. That was the last person. Their question.
That was the last person's last question. All right, bet. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, so we're done with the questions.
No, then the last person whose question I was asking.
Yeah.
Our questions are done. Now we're moving on to the next.
Oh,
person.
okay, go ahead. My bad. Emmanuel is the one moderating the questions. Go ahead, bro. We're hearing you, bro. We're waiting for you, bro.
Okay, so what do you think about parents that put their children... What?
Who's that question from? Oh, okay. Go ahead.
Yeah. So I guess she's trying to ask like parents that put their kids up for marriage and have children. Nah, shorty tripping.
Let me read this. I haven't seen this one. Let me read this one.
It's number 5, I think.
Number 5.
Or the last.
I'm not sure if I understand the question myself. Do you want me to answer the other ones? The top ones?
Let me choose.
Go ahead and choose, bro. Emmanuel is the one moderating.
I
the
guess
question.
this will be kind of nice. What's the most difficult thing you've encountered in your podcast journey?
My podcast journey.
You're about to make us
Ever
all sad now.
Ever since I came here, the most challenging. What's the most challenging? It's having to. So, maybe you've heard me say this before, but I used to have I didn't have a whole team of people around the podcast back home, right? But I had at least somebody who was helping me here and there with certain stuff. And you get what I'm saying? Yeah. I was more focused into the creative space of just being behind the mic and actually just being the personality that I am and actually just, hosting. Mm-hmm. But now I have to worry about the sound. I have to worry about the image. I have to worry about producing an entire show, and that comes at a lot. The cost of that is it's time consuming. Sometimes it even gets hard to just come here and record because you're damn, I gotta do all of that. But the passion, because you love this thing so much, you can't also just just let it be like that. So that's what I just do. I just come and do what I love. And because I love this thing so much, a lot of stuff that I do, when I'm done with it, it's I feel I feel relieved. I'm I did it. So it's more like that, of that.
All right. So another question is, what are your thoughts on the Congolese diaspora in Belgium?
My thoughts on Congolese diaspora?
What do you think about your people, yeah?
I think about you people. You watched the movie?
No.
Oh man. You people on Netflix, by the way. If you haven't watched it, go watch it. Such a hilarious movie, man. I posted it. I reposted it on Instagram once on my story. But what do I think about the Congolese diaspora? Have I ever thought about them, bro?
What do you think about Andrew Tate?
Bro. I don't want to smoke with people, bro. This guy, now I understand why you ain't trying to put your face in my video, because you're trying to be controversial, bro.
Another question, yeah, I'm serious.
Okay, but wait, let me try to see if I can think of the...
People are nice, yeah, but...
So this guy's these questions are boring.
No, they're great.
Okay, but let me try to think. Should I answer it?
About the Congolese diaspora?
Whatever I thought about them. Okay, basically, I'm Pan-African. I told you that, right, once. I'm Pan-African. So I'm open to learning new ways. But as much as I'm open to learning new ways, and I'm very, very firm on guiding the way we've been raised.
I have something to say.
Go ahead and say it.
I feel like
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know who your audience is,
Yeah.
but I feel like they've seen you answer like
Most of these questions.
most of this stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was kind of thinking like maybe we throw in a couple just extra that people haven't seen you talk about.
Let's go.
You know, like what do you think about polygamy?
What do I think about polygamy? Bro, you caught me off guard, bro. What do I think about it? I think it's bad.
Yeah.
You should be able to be with one person and one person only.
And what do you feel about like threesomes and stuff?
Yo, my parents watch this thing. This nigga's wilding, ladies and gentlemen. This guy, he's trying to get me canceled by my parents, bro. Ladies and gentlemen, we cutting off, bro.
No. Last one.
Okay.
Last one, yeah. Okay, so like,
But no, I'm not joking though.
Yeah.
So before you asked me the last question. So last week it's my birthday, right? I'm on the phone with my dad. Hey, and I hear his friend in the background. He's like, "Hey, Mutombo, he started a podcast. Hey, I've been watching." I'm like, how did he even get the link? Because I didn't even send my dad the link,
like,
bro.
if you're trying to get to the next level,
Nah, bro.
you can't be worried about like,
Bro, my episodes are from 18
your dad
to 24.
and your parents can only contribute a couple views, you know.
But you asking me about that, bro?
People
you
want to
trying
know
to get canceled. You trying to get get
No,
me
you know
into
why I
trouble,
asked you
bro.
that?
What?
Like as a strong, like proud African man, you know, like
You wilding. You wilding, bro.
what do you think about polygamy? Like, do you support it? Do you not?
Do I as a strong African man, I don't support it. I
And
don't.
what do you think about like women's role in society in general as like an African man?
As an African man,
Yeah. Do you think like
I've
they
always
should be
told
in the kitchen?
you.
Do
I've
you
always
think they should be
no.
working? Whatever?
You see, you trying to be controversial on purpose. I've honestly felt like in a relationship itself, both the genders have got the responsibilities that they need to be carried out, and that's how I feel about it.
Okay. Last question.
Bro, last question, and then we gotta wrap it up,
Okay,
bro.
but you
You're
gotta
trying to be
answer it.
controversial. Let's go.
Okay. Tits or boobs? I mean, tits or ass?
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning into another episode. Bro, you wild, bro.
Thanks for having me, man. And for the audience,
You wild, bro.
let us know what you prefer in the comment section, boobs or ass. It's been a pleasure. Thank you so much. Bye.
Bro, you wilding, bro. Now I kind of understand. Now I kind of understand why you didn't want to put your face in the video. Speak on the mic.
I thought like everybody was asking you about like your future and all these like
You wanted
serious
to be extra,
grand
bro.
things, and I just wanted to like kind of like mix it up, you know. Yo, let the people
my
know. Are you dating? Like what?
Hey,
like-
give me mic. I should stop your mic, bro.
like Belgium, you know.
How do I find dating? I haven't
Yeah.
dated
What's
in
your
Belgium.
experience like?
I haven't dated in Belgium.
Okay, so like for somebody who wanted to like meet people of the opposite sex, like what would you what kind
I
of
wouldn't
places
know,
would
bro.
you recommend?
I wouldn't know.
Mm.
You trying to be this nigga's trying to get me canceled. I switched off your mic, bro. You trying to get me canceled, bro. Anyway, thank you so much for tuning into another episode of the Assimilation Podcast. Where should the people follow you, bro?
I'm not even social like that.
After all the wild shit you said, bro, obviously you're gonna say you're not on. I'm gonna put it, bro. People are gonna see where you from, bro.
Yeah, it was a pleasure coming on, man. Thank you.
But anyway, man, we've reached the end of another episode of the Assimilation Podcast. Thank you guys so much for tuning into another episode. We hope that you enjoyed today's episode and learned something new.
That's
Definitely
interesting.
not from what this guy was trying to bring and whatever.
Little spice, bro.
Oh my goodness, that's not spice, bro. You just being salty, bro. Now I gotta explain to a lot of people what you said.
It's like I'm thinking like, right? So I mean, again, like I don't know anything about this, and I don't know who the audience is.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking like if every time you're just answering like about like school and all this serious stuff, like they want to see you like, yo, like what's this guy's like, you know, like
But there's a
what's your vibe outside of like this whole like big Mutombo energy you give off? Like, because I feel like on your podcast, watching it, you give off the energy of like the good boy does his homework on school. He only talks about
bro,
the
yo,
future
whoa.
and
What you trying to
ta-da-da-da.
imply here,
And
bro?
you are that kind of person in real life, but there's also like more to you. You know, you're not just like, you're multifaceted. You know, you have different sides to you. So just want you to like share with your audience. You know, like, hey.
You're a wild boy.
No.
You're a wild boy, bro.
I think it'd be nice to like share with your audience like that kind of stuff.
But not in that way, though. You took it too extreme, bro.
What did I ask?
You asking me what you asked? Nigga, we wrapping up.
Okay.
We're wrapping up. Anyway, don't forget to subscribe, rate, and review us on your favorite platform. We'll be back next week. I don't know why I'm clipping. Don't forget to subscribe.
Hit the like button.
I don't know why I'm clipping. The sound it sounds bad now. But anyway, don't forget to subscribe, rate, and review us on your favorite platform. We'll be back next week with more thought-provoking conversations and insight. Until then, stay curious and keep changing the world.
You know what you could add to your podcast?
Where?
You could have like a small like 5-minute section
Yeah.
where you talk about like hot topic news, like things that are really in the news out there, and just like tell people how you feel about it.
Literally, that's what we did.
No, but I mean like in the, you know, like you
depth?
see shit like when you see like, for example, like this fucking bomb blew up here, whatever. Example, this celebrity cheated on their ex or whatever. Like,
Yeah, but
people know
that
what you
becomes
feel.
like what everybody else is doing. This is more a voice for the young people. Do you get what I'm saying? Like you came and brought your thoughts here. I don't know if it's gonna bring value to any of the listeners, but it was your thoughts. You entitled to your thoughts.
I'm a thought leader, bro.
Jesus, I shouldn't have put that. that put you on another thing. Anyway, bro, I've been your host MJ Mpoyi. Until next time, take care.